Welcome to Dub Nation, your home for all things Golden State Warriors. Highlights, hot takes, and pure Dubs energy. Join the squad. This is where champions live.
Steph said he thought he was the greatest point guard ever, putting himself over Magic. Michael Jordan has entered the debate.
Magic Johnson is easily the best point guard of all time. Steph Curry is by far the best shooter, but Magic Johnson invented the triple-double. It's a point guard stat, to be honest. Magic was the best. That quote this morning, that was from Mr. Michael Jeffrey.
Magic was a small forward shooting guard coming into the NBA. His first 4 years, he was the shooting guard. When it comes to Magic, this is the only problem I have when we're talking about the greatest. Where's the factor in that he came into a dynasty? The team went to the Western Conference Final 2 years straight, which means this is a fucking good team. They add him, win a championship. His legacy is already above everyone because he already got put onto a dynasty team. He was the #1 pick, won a championship. The reason they didn't win it the second time because he was hurt. And then they get James Worthy, the #1 pick. The team was so good, James Worthy didn't even start. This is like giving fucking Boston Wendy. Like, this is not, you didn't go to some bottom-feeding team and you had to build it like Steph.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats, because the basketball world is in absolute turmoil. Steph Curry, the sharpshooting genius who redefined the game, just dropped a nuclear bomb on NBA history, boldly claiming he's the greatest point guard to ever step on the hardwood, yes, even above the legendary Magic Johnson. But hold up, Michael Jordan, the undisputed GOAT, has stormed into the fray, swinging hard for Magic with a passion that's rattling cages across the league. Magic Johnson is easily the best point guard of all time, MJ declared on X this morning, igniting a firestorm that's got fans, analysts, and legends picking sides. This isn't just a debate, it's a full-blown war of legacies, a clash of eras, and a battle for the soul of point guard supremacy. Steph's shooting wizardry versus Magic's showtime sorcery, who truly deserves the crown. Buckle up as we dive headfirst into this seismic showdown to uncover the truth. But before we anoint a king, let's rewind the clock and dissect the numbers that define these two titans. The battle for greatness starts now. It's 1,979, and the NBA is on life support, bleeding fans and teetering on the edge of oblivion. Enter Earvin Magic Johnson, a 6'9" sorcerer who didn't just play basketball, he rewrote its very DNA. Drafted won by the Los Angeles Lakers, Magic didn't join a ragtag squad. No, this was a team that had already punched tickets to the Western Conference Finals 2 years running a damn good roster. But don't let that fool you into thinking Magic just rode the coattails of a dynasty. He was the spark that set the league ablaze. In his rookie season, the Lakers exploded for 60 wins and marched straight to the 1,980 NBA Finals. Game 6. With Kareem Abdul-Jabbar sidelined, Magic, a 20-year-old rookie, started at center, delivering a performance for the ages. 42 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, clinching the championship, and snatching the Finals MVP trophy. No player, no one has ever kicked off a career with such earth-shattering dominance. Magic's career averages a staggering 19, 5 points, 11, 2 assists, and 7 rebounds per game, inventing the triple-double as the ultimate point guard stat. His 61% true shooting percentage was elite, fueled by a devastating transition game, a lethal post-up arsenal, and efficient drives to the rim. Magic didn't just win, he dominated, leading the Lakers to 9 finals appearances and 5 championships in just 12 seasons. With 3 league MVPs and 12 All-Star nods, he wasn't just a player. He was a cosmic force who redefined what winning looks like. Magic's legend was born in a blaze of glory, but Steph Curry, he had to claw his way from the shadows to stardom. Let's shift gears and see how the chef cooked his own legacy. Steph Curry wasn't handed a silver spoon or a dynasty roster, forged his own path through sheer grit and unrelenting brilliance. A skinny kid from Davidson, plagued by ankle injuries and dismissed as a tweener, Steph started his career in the shadow of Monta Ellis, nearly traded in 2012 because of those brittle ankles, but fate had other plans. By his 5th season, Steph erupted into a supernova, becoming an all-star and rewriting basketball's rulebook with a 63% true shooting percentage and a career 24 points per game. Fast forward to the 2022 NBA Finals, where he averaged a blistering 2 points, including a 43-point masterpiece in Game 4 against Boston, securing his 4th ring and his first Finals MVP. Unlike Magic, who logged 39 minutes per game, Steph's magic happens in just 34 minutes, generating 2 points per 100 possessions in the finalsa mark that ranks in the top 10 all-time. Outshining legends like Kobe Bryant and Larry Bird, his gravitational pull as the greatest shooter ever hitting 2% from three on 11 attempts per game in 2022 forces defenses to bend and break, creating open lanes and hockey assists that no box score can fully capture. In 2025, at age 37, Steph's still torching nets, proving his prime is far from over. He didn't just change the game, he shattered it, making the world see that 3 is greater than 2. Steph's rise is nothing short of miraculous, but can his shooting sorcery outshine Magic's unmatched playmaking? Let's pit their offensive arsenals head-to-head. Magic Johnson was a passing maestro, a conductor of chaos whose 2 assists per game dwarfed Steph's 5, turning teammates like James Worthy and Kareem into superstars. His vision generated more points via assists than Steph's raw scoring output. But here's where it gets spicy. Magic's Showtime Lakers made a measly 23 pointers per season, while Steph's Warriors might drop 23 in a single game. Steph's assists fuel higher-value shots, those deep, soul-crushing threes that redefine efficiency. His off-ball movement, screen assists, and relentless motion create offensive havoc that stats can't fully quantify. Steph's 3 points per game outpaces Magic's 5, and his playoff scoring jumps to 6 points compared to Magic's 19. In the 2022 finals, Steph averaged 2 points, while Magic's best finals scoring was 2 in 1987. If Steph played in the 80s, his 43% three-point shooting would have left defenders lost, chasing shadows from 35 feet out. Magic's post-game and transition dominance were untouchable in his era, but in today's NBA, modern defenses, LeBron, Kawhi, Giannis, sag off him like Ben Simmons, daring him to shoot. Steph, meanwhile, would turn 1980s defenses into Swiss cheese, raining fire from beyond the arc. The numbers don't lie. Steph's offensive impact, driven by efficiency and spacing, gives him a slight but undeniable edge in this battle of offensive titans. Offense is one piece of the puzzle, but what about the other end of the court? Can Steph's newfound defensive grit topple Magic's defensive shortcomings? Let's dive in. Here's where the debate takes a sharp turn. Magic Johnson, for all his otherworldly brilliance, was never a defensive stalwart. At 6'9", his high center of gravity and sluggish lateral quickness made him a target for quicker guards. Sure, he led the league in steals once, averaging 2 steals per game in 1981. But let's be real, those were gambles, not lockdown defense. In today's pace-and-space NBA, Magic would be a defensive liability, hunted relentlessly by shifty guards like Kyrie Irving or Damian Lillard. Picture him trying to stay in front of a crossover. He'd be left in the dust. Now, Steph Curry, once a defensive weak link, he's undergone a transformation that's nothing short of astonishing. Since his first title in 2015, Steph's packed on 15 pounds of muscle, turning himself into a plus defender by 2025. In the 2022 finals, Boston's Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown tried to bully him in isolation, only to limp away with a measly 0.79 points per possession. Steph's hustle, improved lateral quickness, and basketball IQ have made him one of the NBA's better defensive guards at age 37. If Magic played today, he'd be exposed. If Steph played in the 80s, his quickness and smarts would have outmaneuvered plotting defenses. The defensive crown, it belongs to Steph. And it's not even close. Defense tips the scales, but legacy is about more than stats. It's about rings, impact, and saving the game itself. Who claims the ultimate throne? Let's settle this. Magic Johnson didn't just play basketball, he saved it. In the late 1970s, the NBA was a sinking ship, hemorrhaging fans and flirting with bankruptcy. Alongside Larry Bird, Magic's charisma, showmanship, and jaw-dropping 73% win percentage, the highest in NBA history, brought the league back from the abyss. His resume, untouchable. 5 championships, 3 league MVPs, 10 All-NBA teams, and 12 All-Star appearances in just 12 seasons. Retiring at 31 due to his HIV diagnosis, Magic's shadow still looms large, a testament to his unmatched dominance. Steph Curry. He didn't save the NBA, but he reinvented it. His 4 rings, 2 MVPs, and 43.2% three-point shooting on unprecedented volume changed the game's DNA, making the three-pointer the deadliest weapon in basketball. At 37 in 2025, Steph's still adding chapters to his saga, potentially closing the gap on Magic's hardware. But here's the heart-wrenching truth. Magic's instant transformation of the Lakers into a dynasty, and his role in saving the NBA give him the edge. Steph's the better player in today's game, more skilled, more versatile, a defensive force. But Magic's legacy as the ultimate winner and cultural icon holds the throne. For now, Magic remains the greatest point guard ever. But Steph's revolution is closing in fast. The war for point guard supremacy rages on. Who's your GOAT, Magic or Steph? Drop your take in the comments, and let's keep this firestorm alive. This is Dub Nation, where warriors never back down. Hit that like, drop a comment, and stay locked in for the next big play. Till next time, Dubs out.